What's up, guys? I'm AJ from Hustle Paintball, and I am wearing a paintball jersey. Now, paintball jerseys are usually designed in a very similar manner. They're designed to not only keep you cool and moisture-free on the paintball field, they also allow you to slide effectively between bunkers. And because of that, the material feels kind of a little slick to the touch. You're not going to be seeing any wool sweaters out on the paintball field anytime soon. And as I'm sure you're aware, paintball HPA tanks are also quite slippery. They have typically a nice gloss finish, and when you combine the two and try and aim your marker, you'll find that it slides across your shoulder quite often. And in that case, finding a good position in order to shoot effectively and accurately can become challenging. Now luckily, there are a few options for toning that down and aiming your paintball marker less slippery and easier to do, as well as some options for protecting the gloss finish on your HPA tank. Since there are so many different choices, I wanted to help you guys with a few examples of situations in which they might be ideal for you. However, it really comes down to personal preference for tank covers, but we wanted to give you an idea of what you might like to choose. So let's start with the Exalt tank grip. The Exalt tank grip is a great choice if you want to add a lot of grippiness to your tank without adding any extra bulk. The difference between a bare gloss tank and an Exalt tank grip tank, when you shoulder up and aim down the barrel, is night and day. There is no more of that feeling like it's going to slide off of your shoulder or underneath into your armpit. It's a great little choice for a reasonable price and can improve the quality of your game drastically. Although it doesn't add a whole lot of protection to your tank from falls and spills and drops, it will make it so much easier to shoulder up and aim your marker. HK Army recently has cast its hat into the ring as well with the HK Army Vice Grip. The HK Army Vice Grip is functionally identical to the Exalt tank grip insofar as it allows you to shoulder up your marker and aim down the barrel more efficiently and with less chance of it slipping off of your shoulder or underneath your armpit. However, the HK Army Vice Grip is ever so slightly thicker than the Exalt tank grip, not by much, not really enough to notice, but it is notably thicker and ever so slightly more costly. However, it does come in a variety of different colors, so if you're the kind of person who likes to match up all of your equipment or have a color scheme that you're going for that you want to maintain consistency with, HK Army, as always, is a very colorful company and will provide the colors necessary to make your setup feel more at home. However, if full coverage of your tank and protecting your tank from the elements such as like roots in the woods or hard obstacles or hard ground, anything other than soft dirt, turf, and grass, something like the Exalt tank cover might be up your alley. The Exalt tank cover is similar in function to the Exalt tank grip, although it covers more of your tank. It's not quite a full coverage of your tank, but it is more likely to protect your tank from cosmetic damage while playing in heavier terrain, like the woods and out where there's trees and rocks and stuff. Of course, the very top part there's still the possibility that you'll get some cosmetic damage on your tank, but for the most part, it covers it better than the tank grip, although it does offer the same stickiness on the backside for your shoulder position, as well as some on the bottom. So if you ever need to bring your marker back and change your posture a little bit, it doesn't feel like it's going to slide off the top of my shoulder, which is a neat little feature of it. And also, if you have multiple tanks and stored in the same place-ish, it'll keep them from rattling together and bumping and making a lot of noise in your trunk during transport or what have you. However, if you are working in some heavier terrain or want a softer, less sticky all over kind of grip, something like the Dye Rhino cover might be up your alley. The Rhino cover from Dye is a full coverage tank cover, and it's remarkably easy to put on. All you do is you slip it on, zip it up, and Velcro it into place, and your tank is completely covered from bottom to bonnet and will prevent a lot of the cosmetic damage that comes from being human. Caleb has claimed that he has never dropped a tank in his entire career, and of course, me being a human being, I have dropped my tank a couple of times. So if you are, pulling it out of your bag and fumble it, or trying to screw your threads onto your ASA and kind of slips through your fingers, or you set it on a table and someone bumps and it rolls off, having a full cover on your tank will prevent a lot of the cosmetic damage that comes from that kind of situation. But The Dye Rhino cover also has this great grip pad on the back of it that allows you to use it in a manner similar to the Exalt tank grip. When you stick it onto your shoulder, it feels nice and grippy. It feels like it's not going to slip around like a bare tank would against your jersey. But if you're the type of person who's sort of a baller on a budget and don't want to spend too much on your tank cover but still want to have full coverage for your tank, something like the Gorilla Air tank cover is right up your alley. The Gorilla Air tank cover is similar in a lot of ways to the Dye Rhino tank cover, although there are some key differences. They both slip on, zip up, and Velcro around the bonnet to secure it, and it's a full coverage tank cover, keeping it safe from a lot of the elements of being a paintballer. Everything from parking lot fumbles to on-field obstacles. This will keep the finish on your tank looking really nice and sweet. And one of the key differences is the lack of grip on the backside of this tank cover. Although I find it to be particularly comfortable in my shoulder when I'm using it, it's not quite as grippy and doesn't inspire the same amount of confidence as the Rhino tank cover. However, for the price, it can't be beaten. It's a great, highly affordable tank cover. So if you're a budget baller or just starting out or just want an extra tank cover for your loaner tank, the Gorilla Air tank cover is a great way to go for that. However, if you are running with a multitude of different sizes of tanks, something like the Ninja Paintball adjustable tank cover should be a good choice for you. Last but not least is the adjustable tank cover from Ninja Paintball. If you're running a multitude of different sizes of tanks, Ninja tanks specifically, from 45 to 90 cubic inch tanks, the adjustable tank cover is a great option for that. It uses 4 Velcro straps on 2 halves of a tank cover to allow for a multitude of different sizes of tanks. You can adjust it down with the 2 halves and then just cinch it into place and have one tank cover for a variety of different tank sizes. In this case, again, it doesn't quite have the same excellence as the Rhino tank cover does, but if you need to have one tank cover for a multitude of tanks, this is definitely a great choice for that. Choosing a tank cover can be a bit of a tricky proposition, and I hope some of this information helped you figure out which one feels the most right for you. As always, my advice still stands. Try it out before you buy it if you possibly can. Otherwise, just take a couple rules of thumb with you. If you want to not add any bulk to your tank but want to be able to grip it to your shoulder and not have the tank slide off your jersey, something like a tank grip would be perfect for that. If you want a little bit more coverage, the Exalt tank cover is a great choice. If you want to completely bury your HPA tank from the outside world while still having something to grip onto your shoulder and aim properly, Rhino tank cover is great. If you're a baller on a budget and don't want to spend too much on your tank cover, the Gorilla Air is a great option. And if you have multiple sizes of Ninja tanks, something like a Ninja adjustable tank cover is an excellent choice for that. So, if you would like to see more awesome videos from us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you'd like to keep up on what's going on here at Hustle Paintball and in paintball in general, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and by all means, join the discussion about all of these tank covers with us and each other on pbriot.com. See you guys.